Hey guys, hope you guys doing good today. Hope everything's going well. It's a new video, and in the background you can see me practicing my hands and whatnot. I've noticed recently that my hand practice needs work, so that's what I'm going to be doing. But now, I recently watched a video off of Clownfish TV. They're very good at what they do. I love watching and listening to them about news about animation and whatnot because, well, they've been in Disney animation for a while, and they've been in it a lot longer than I'm still relatively new as far as everything goes with like animation and whatnot. Like I'm also pretty young too, so like I'm still in my 20s, so yeah, I'd say I'm relatively new to the scene and whatnot. I've only been doing like freelance animation for about 2 years, but they've been doing their stuff for a while now, so they have a lot more experience and just, overall in general, just they're a lot less green than I am, so but I was watching a video called RIP to the animation scene in Hollywood, and it's pretty much them talking about how like they're going Hollywood's going to be in like 2025, they're going to be sourcing out more animation to other places outside the United States, like the Philippines and stuff like that. I mostly agree with what all the stuff they say about it, because in the video there's obviously the animators are irritated about it, and like the storyboard writers and stuff like that, they don't like that because they want more money, so they're trying to go on strike and stuff. I agree with what Clownfish said. Yeah, it just makes more sense. In my head, it makes more sense for what's going on. He pretty much says that, look, it doesn't really matter. The animation industry doesn't really care about it, just because it's expensive, and they really couldn't give a damn about it. This is mainly the reason why I want to do freelance animation, because at the end of the day, animation studios, they really don't care. I mean, they care about making a profit, obviously. There's some animation studios that do care, like Studio Ghibli or Ufotable, that likes to keep their teams like small. They're good at what they do. There's good studios like that, but for the most part, almost all the studios aren't like that. They're just in there to make money, and what's the most efficient way to make money and whatnot. They think that it's not gonna overall go well, and they're going to be outsourcing animation and stuff like that. That's why I think it's so important for artists, and especially animators, but like just artists in general, or any type of freelance work, to always be doing like a personal project or just doing different stuff, just to keep yourself like preoccupied with like keep trying to promote brands, just make YouTube videos or do something. Just like, that's why I'm doing it right now. That's why I'm making YouTube videos. That's why I'm doing a personal project right now, that I am trying to get into a film festival. Hopefully it works, hopefully it doesn't. Either way though, I'm going to be posting it up on YouTube. If it gets positive traction, then I will be making it into a series. Obviously it'll take long, because I'm trying to go for about like 9 minutes, roughly about. So 9 minutes of runtime is pretty long. We'll see how that goes. Animation, like if your dream is to become an animator for a big time industry animation studio like Disney or Warner Bros or something like that, keep in mind that industry it's not doing too well, not gonna lie to you. It's pretty much in the same boat as the comic industry is right now. It's just doing very bad. Yeah, there's not much more to say about that, except for it's just not doing too well. Like, it's getting ready to close down. Like, a lot of animation production is getting cut off. They're doing a lot more. They're cutting their stuff back and whatnot. With Disney, obviously, they threw away a lot of their old school animators. All of them went to Sky Animation and stuff like that, and it's just bad business practices is what led up to this, because the main reason that they're running out of money so fast is because they're just making bad content. Like, Disney used to be really good at making content, but now it's just ass. So it's unfortunate. Hollywood in general hasn't been making very good content. There's like a few things that come out every here and there that is pretty good, but like other than that, it's not really the best, not gonna lie to you. It's like, what's a good analogy? I say it's like, okay, so think of it like this. You go to McDonald's, right? And you go to McDonald's, you order some chicken nuggets. You order like a 10-piece. You go to the 10-piece and you open it up when you're in your car, and you find out that, oh shit, there's like those weird like little fry bits in there, but there's just one nugget. That's pretty much what it is, like every year. Like maybe there's like 2 or 3 nuggets in there. That's pretty much how movies are like that. Which is unfortunate, because they could be doing a lot better, but as you can clearly see, they don't really care. So, it is what it is at the end of the day. I'm not really gonna be complaining about it too much, because again, I personally don't want to work for an animation industry studio. See, I would like to know how their pipeline and stuff works, like how that, like what's their process of how they do it and whatnot. And I'm pretty sure they got some cool techniques for animators and stuff that you could learn from them, for like little tips and tricks to make the animating process just easier. But other than trying to figure out, like, I'd learn those techniques and stuff like that, I wouldn't want to work with them, because it's like not a good place to be at, to be honest with you. Just look at all the CGI stuff that's going on with Disney right now. It's just, and I bring up Disney a lot because this is a prime example of what Hollywood's become. It's just become a bunch of woke assholes just doing movies and stuff, and it's just terrible. But CGI is looking terrible. You want to know why? It's because Disney scared off most of the CGI artists because they didn't want to work with them, because they, one, treat them like shit, and two, they just don't get paid enough. It's just trash. So my recommendation, again, do something. Like, if you're gonna have to take a job, which ironically sucks, because if you do, you know, you really can't. Like, that also reminds me of another thing. Taniko Pentoa was rejected a job position over at Netflix. I don't know if I said this or not already in another video, but again, you know, they weren't gonna pay him the right amount, so he just said no, screw that. And it is unfortunate, because getting undercut as an animator really sucks, especially with how much hard work you put in. Like, if you see like stuff on like Netflix, like Amazon Prime, you can see some of this. Like, if you've seen the Adam Eve special episode for Invincible, in the fight scene with when Adam Eve is fighting her siblings, the person who animated and like animated that fight scene and all that stuff, and like, you know, choreographed it all, he pretty much had to animate that scene by himself. That was him all by himself. And I hope they paid him a good amount. I'm not too sure. I'm not gonna say anything about that, but like that's another example of why it's so hard working in like big time businesses and stuff like that, because you're not just being a storyboard artist. You're gonna have to be an animator. You're gonna have to do a lot of stuff, which again goes well with anything. Like, that goes with any job and stuff like that. But you for the most part don't get paid for that extra work. So yeah, there's not really much incentive to go over there and work for it, at least in my opinion. I would love to pick someone. I would love to have like a podcast where I could just go nitpick some people's brains about what's good tips about animating stuff, and talk to some really animated veterans on how they do their work process and stuff, because I would love to talk to them and stuff like that. I wonder if there's a way I could do that. Maybe I should ask people on Discord and whatnot. But who knows? That's my opinion on this whole entire thought process and stuff like that. I'll link the video down below, because I love Clownfish TV. I love watching them. They're just overall good, generally good people. They get a big bad rap. I don't know why. I personally like them. They're pretty cool. I think the main thing that started it was probably that Kevin Smith whole debacle stuff. That's for a whole nother thing entirely. In my books, they seem like they're good people. I don't know them personally, but like, you know, they make good content. So I mean, like, I like them, and they have a really down-to-earth approach to how they make videos. That's just my opinion on it. I'm gonna let you guys go. If you guys want to support me, you can guys go on Instagram. You can go check out my locals. I'm going to be doing more live streams of me animating my short film project. So if you guys want to check that out, you can go over to the locals right there. But other than that, that's gonna be it for this one. I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.